this is JC Techspot here, and today I will just be doing a short tutorial, and today's lesson is basically simply how you can reset any iOS device. Right here I just have the iPhone 5, and so basically we're just going to be resetting it to factory settings. A lot of times, I know recently, the newest iTunes release, it has been crashing when you try to restore, and it does take a very long time to download the restore file. So today I'll be showing you guys how to do it manually, so if it's junked up with a lot of stuff that you don't want, and you really don't need, there is a way that you can reset your iOS device to factory settings by using these settings in the actual iPhone or iPod or iPad, whatever your device you're using. And so it's very simple. You just want to go into your settings. And by the way, this device is running on iOS 9.2 currently. And all you're going to do is you're going to go to General. And you're going to scroll down until you see it right here. It says Reset. So pretty self-explanatory. You hit Reset. Now there are a couple things that you see. The very top it says Reset All Settings. So it won't delete your apps or any of the data you have or your picture. It'll just reset the settings. Erase all content and settings. That's pretty much the one that just erases everything and resets it so you go automatically back to the setup screen. Reset network settings. What that does is it basically turns off your cellular and turns off your Wi-Fi, and you have to retype in all Wi-Fi passwords, so it basically forgets all networks, and you have to basically reset up the networks. Reset keyboard dictionary. That's pretty simple. Just any words that you've added to the dictionary, they are now removed and you restart. Home screen layout. So essentially all of the apps that come pre-installed on the device, they will go back to their original position, and all the apps that you installed, they create new pages for themselves. And reset location and privacy. So basically all that does is reset this location and privacy settings back to their factory defaults. So what we're going to be doing today is erasing all content and settings. So this is basically a full factory restore. It's very safe. Just do make sure that it's the best way to do it is if your iPhone is in airplane mode. And that's pretty much about it. That's all you're really going to want to do. It does go faster if you update to the most current iOS version. So let me just go into my general here, one more software update. And so a lot of people do this reset because this happens and it just stays on this screen, and I can't update basically to iOS 9.2.1. So I'm just going to go back to where I was, scroll down, go to reset, and once again erase all content and settings. That's the one that resets everything back to its factory default. So erase all content and settings. It does ask you to put in your password, and there you go. It'll give you a couple prompts. So sorry, actually, I just realized this is the iPod 5th generation, not the iPhone 5. Alright, so, there we go, and pretty much it should show you this screen, and this is the same on iPhone. So yeah, it should show you this screen. And so now, this only takes a couple minutes to complete. It's not a very long process. As I said before, if you're just trying to save time and you just want to do a quick, complete restore of your device, the best way that you can do it is by doing it through the actual device. I will say it is safer, but there have been crashes that have been occurring with iTunes, or say your computer updates that can ruin everything. So if you just want just a quick way that you can do it, just do it manually through the settings. And so once again, as I said, it does take just a couple minutes to complete. And sometimes if your device is an outdated device or it's old, sometimes it will go into a mode called recovery mode, which essentially you have to connect to iTunes in order to reactivate your device. But if something went horribly wrong with a reset or a jailbreak or something, then you can there is a video on how you can push your device out of recovery mode. Either way, once it basically finishes erasing the data, it will show you this screen, which is the screen that usually pops up when you're doing an update. So it is updating my software and basically putting a fresh, new, clean version of iOS onto my iPod 5. And so this, as I said, this is a very quick process. And now it should be starting. It does take, the last time I did it, the more stuff you have on your device, so if you have a lot of photos and videos, a ton of apps, this can take up to 10 to 20 minutes. But because this iPod barely had anything on it, it was a pretty quick process. And so now we're basically, okay, sometimes it'll do this again, but you really have nothing to worry about. It should work. And yeah, a lot of you guys have been asking about the recovery mode on your device, but technically, if your device does that, then and you try to call Apple tech support, they will charge a fee. But either way, I'm just gonna cut the video right here, and I will be right back when it does finish the process of installation. So hey guys, as you can see, the bar has disappeared, so it had just finished its process of basically putting it back, and as you can see, there we go. So we are now on a completely fresh version of iOS. This iPod is basically brand new, just how it came out of the factory, and so you can slide to setup. And yeah, this is that's pretty much it. So appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to drop a like. Check out my channel for a lot of more cool videos. We got a lot more for you guys. And if you liked it, please subscribe, like. Thanks again for watching. This is Jacob from JC Techspot here. Have a good one.